When I was a child, my mom always told me, Angel, when you were born, all the angels came from heaven. Do you know why? Because you're special. On June 16, 2018, I launched my show, Have Faith, Let It Begin. I always wanted to change the world, share my personal testimony, share real-life stories and motivational topics to set out to go out and change the world. Join me each and every week, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m., because this is a show all about faith. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, welcome back to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Now the conclusion of Fake People Part 2.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the conclusion of Fake People Part 2. I had to sigh on that one. This is Angel, the host of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Once again, for those of you that have waited 24 hours, we are continuing on. So, to my left, once again, we have my sister Leanne. Leanne, welcome.
Hello.
And to my right, my sister-in-law Jen. Welcome.
Hi, Angel.
All right.
Hi, Leanne.
Excellent. And as I was saying, we're still here at my mom's house, dining room table. So you're going to hear a lot of background music, a lot of background noise. Probably music, because this is a Spanish family, so you know how we go. Let's just go right back to where we left off. We left off with 3 topics, Leanne. I'm going to turn it to you, because you actually came up with these, and they've been really good. So let's just kind of recap where we went.
So the way I like to think of fake people, or how I determine if someone's fake, is number one, they're usually only nice to get something from you. They make promises that they can't keep. And the last one that we're going to start to talk about is they put others down. And I haven't found that one to be with my actual friends, because obviously my small amount of friends don't do that. Otherwise they would be on the out list of friendships. But is my colleagues. This is where I notice the colleagues, where they become fake and say they like something that you've done, but then tell someone else, oh, did you see what she did? And so that's the stuff that really drives me nuts. You know, if you don't like something, just nicely say, I didn't really like that, or I don't get that. I'd rather that than you tell me that you like it and then behind my back tell someone else that it was ridiculous.
Now, do you feel that that happens regularly, or just maybe in the industry that you're in?
Well, I'm a teacher, so sometimes teachers, we can get really catty. And
It's working with women.
Yeah, maybe it's going back to that whole women. It could be possible. But
the letters will be flying in now.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'm just, hey, that's good. That's good.
No,
you're
but
speaking the truth.
in teaching, it's like we talk about like not reinventing the wheel. So there's lessons that are constantly used that we can share, but we like to keep them for ourselves because we created them, or and someone else could take credit, and God forbid someone else take credit for the work that you did, and so we kind of like keep things close. And so when you share things to other people, it either appears to them that you're bragging about how amazing your lesson went, or they say, oh, it's a good lesson, but then they tell the other person, oh, that was a terrible lesson. I would have done this better. And it's just really fake and very annoying. And I think it happens more at work than with my actual friends. I don't notice that as much.
Oh, that's interesting. So more at work than it is with your actual friends. How about you?
Yeah, no, definitely at work. Yeah, I'm a teacher also. So, they talk about you behind your back, or they think that like, if you're like in a position and they think that they can do it better, then for example, I had a position in my building, and I decided to let it go because the woman that was really on me thought that she could do it better, and so now she has that position and she's struggling. And I just unfortunately I just walk by our classroom and I smile, because sometimes it just gives you like that little bit of, it's a hard position.
Careful what you wish for too.
Grass isn't always greener. So then every time I see her, I'm like, how's it going? She goes, oh, it's great. And then I'm like, I really know what's happening. So, it's that little bit of I'm like, okay, have a good one.
That's interesting. Because obviously in the field,
but I bet you would help her if she asked.
I have been.
And so, okay, so see, isn't that interesting? Mm-hmm. So,
because there I am being fake.
Ah.
Right? Because I am. Because I want her to succeed for the teachers in our building, so I'm there to help. But then I guess she's getting the credit, I guess, right? But I am helping her. I mean, I don't know if that all makes sense, but I don't really want to say what it is. But
most people wouldn't even try. They would just say that, that's what you wanted. You made your bed, you sleep in it. At least you're making that effort, regardless of maybe your, ins and outs of what's really going upstairs in your mind.
But the smiles are
okay,
very fake.
Thank you so much. Okay.
But, honestly, sometimes the word fake in itself, it can cross over into just being a team player, in the workplace. Because maybe you naturally wouldn't be friends with a colleague, but for the chemistry of your job, you might have to play nice in the sandbox. And that may be fake, but just to keep the peace, sometimes it's important too. And I don't know if you wanted to, categorize that as fake or as just being a team player. Sometimes you just gotta fit the mold that is required of you. Not because you really want to, but because it just might be what benefits the whole.
That's good.
That's really good. Because, man, that's tough. Because in my industry, I have to be a team player, because if the person that is not real and the person is fake, that is hurting himself, he's really hurting me. So in reality, he's hurting the team. So in this situation, I don't want to say I'm fake, but I want them to fail, but not entirely. Am I saying that right? I want them to
How about
learn.
struggle?
Yeah, like kind of like what Jen just said.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way, I kind of felt good to see them struggle, but it felt better to know that they needed me to pick them up. But I didn't enjoy, in my end, I did not enjoy watching them panic.
Did not.
I did not like the panic part. Only because I just kept because I know that at one point in my life, I'm either going to be just like them, and then maybe the next person's going to do. You know what I'm saying? I know that sometimes in a full circle, it could eventually be me. So I don't want to jinx myself in that situation. That's tough. I don't know. I never thought of it that way. Ooh.
No, it is. No, and it gets you. This all really gets you to think, because it is true.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. You got me like, for the first time, I don't think I have words.
Well, do you think it's because you're surprised that possibly you've been fake sometimes?
No. I mean, I can honestly say, unless somebody has done something really nasty to me, and I can think of a story where in the sales environment, I had an individual tell me that I incorrectly, and we did a thing called, let me set this up right. We did sales. We had to enter all the calls that were going to be made by the individuals, the sales representatives. So we had to put certain states in. Well, I put my trust and faith in the person to put in the state of Pennsylvania, and that's calls for PA. He never put them in. Now, technically, it's my responsibility to oversee it. I put my faith in him. He didn't put it. And then when it came back to us that we struggled because we didn't put Pennsylvania in, his words were, "This is what Angel gave me." When reality is, he forgot to put it in. So I, at that point, could have went back and said, "Well, really, no." Instead, I said, I owned it. So I took it. I swallowed it.
So that was definitely not fake.
No. But the next night, I put PA in and I forgot to put the other state in, maybe accidentally.
Oh, no!
And then it was...
Oh, no!
And then I kind of didn't own it then.
You didn't own it then? Oh, Lord.
So, yeah, I guess you could say
This is definitely a hot topic.
Yeah, but they felt good. No, yeah. I learned my lesson now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know.
On that note...
What's our third topic? We had a third one.
We talked briefly about it, putting others down. We talked about that, and we talked about making promises that you can't keep.
Ariel's up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're getting close to our minute mark. Not that I always like the time, but our viewers are commuters, so we're already almost at 10.
Wow.
So let me highlight this with putting people down. I believe that, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, in any type of work that we do, there's always somebody that doesn't do things to the same level of expectations that I, myself, or you ladies do. And what may come easy for us may not be easy for others. I don't take it upon myself to put that person down when I feel that they are struggling with something that I feel I could do better. Have you ever been put in that situation?
Yes, a few times. Ultimately, I don't really worry about recognition. I'm going to always help someone. It's just in my nature to go and help. I don't care what it is, whether it's somebody at the grocery stores or my job. I'm always going to help someone. And if that means the other person gets recognition, great. If it means I get recognition, fine. But some people are just doers, and I just do it. And if I don't seem authentic, then maybe it's that person's perception of it. But I'm always going to do something, and hopefully my hard work will get recognized in the long run. It doesn't have to be immediate, but it feels good for me to help someone, so that's why I do it.
So you rely on your actions.
Yeah,
they speak louder.
Yeah. I mean, but when I do it, I'm not looking for recognition. I'm just doing it because I feel like helping the person. What
about you?
No, I feel the same way. Absolutely. You just try to treat people the way that that you would want to be treated, and I know that's like so cliche, but that's the truth. But as you get older, you see that that's really not the case. It is definitely people are not going to think or do the same what you would do. So I do what I need to do, and I move on. Even at work. Like some people would be like, "Ooh, that's not your job." No, I'm gonna do it. It's because it's for the children, right? You kind of and that could be a whole other thing to talk about too. But you know what? You do what you have to do.
Jen, it's funny you say that because Angel and I, we were talking about an episode that he was thinking about doing, which is giving. When you give, you should just give because you want to give and not because you're expecting to receive anything. So
absolutely
very interesting that you touched on that.
Look at
and
that.
What's even better is that Fake People episode 2 has just ended, and be on the lookout for that future episode it's called Giving. So listen, it's been fun. I don't want to get deep, but everybody in my family knows I do, so I'm not going to get deep. All I'm going to say is thank you for being on the show. I know it wasn't easy, and I put you guys on the spot, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that we can have many more together. And I know that, Leanne, you're going to be working on something in the future, a project. So, a little spoiler alert, without giving anything, really on the lookout for a show that will be coming on. And we're hopefully going to put you on our platform here so that you can get yourself out there. And I'm not going to even tell anybody anything other than, and if you want to see and hear what she's going to bring to the table for her own perspective, my sister Leanne, it's something that I have never seen before, and it's never been done before in the podcast industry. So be on the lookout on our like page. Be on the lookout for a future update, because I guarantee you this is something you don't want to miss. For Have Faith, Let It Begin, my name is Angel. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. You're going to hear episodes me recording live as my daughter in the background, Ariel, will probably cry. You'll hear background noises like phone calls, and right on the cue, she's starting to cry. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to continue on like never before. And with Ariel in the background, knowing that in the future you're going to hear yourself crying like this, Mama, yeah, say hi to everybody out there. We just want to encourage every one of you to join us every single weekday, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Join me, Ariel, my family, and everyone as we continue our journey. For Have Faith, Let It Begin, my name is Angel. Say goodbye, Ariel. Say bye. And bye.